Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today in this video we will be talking about logarithms. Now the term logarithms, as I don't really mean by Minecraft logs, which I just drawn a Minecraft log right here, I actually meant by logarithms as in mathematical terms. Just to be clear, that logarithms are kind of the opposite of exponents. However, it is a bit kind of similar. So here, just watch this example right here. So let's say I actually have 2 I actually have 2 to the power 4, and this is equal to, well, actually if you know this by hand, 2 to the power 4 is 16. So this is actually in exponential form. The exponent is actually 4 right here. Now for logarithms it's a bit different because you have to use a shorter abbreviation of logarithms, which is actually in the format of log. And you probably would have actually seen this symbol before in calculators, particularly graphical calculators, and usually those ones are actually having and for most calculators it will always have, well, it will not be mentioned, but basically for all calculators and graphical calculators it will actually have log and underneath 10, but it might not really show there at all costs, but it'll only show log there. So when you do that in the calculator, it'll actually show as in bracket terms, sort of, and you just put in whatever stuff you actually want to write here in the brackets thing. But yeah, so if you were to told that 2 to the power 4 is equal to 16, if you were to be told to write in log format, how would you write it as? Well, what we can do is you could see here this, we're gonna have the 4 come on this side. So let's get the 2 over here. So if you were to write it in log format, so I'm just gonna write it as a log here. So I'm gonna put log down 2, so it's log of 16, log 2 16, and this equals to 4. It's pretty much simple. Here, I'm just gonna have another example here. Let's say I actually have, let's say I actually have a to the power c equals z. Try to convert this one into log format and pause the video and actually try to do that. So this will basically become log, underneath it, a z, so log of z, which actually has the a underneath, equals to c. Basically the output of at the end of the log format, the output is the value that is actually the output on this side is actually the exponent right here. So they're kind of related, somehow closely similar. Now let's say I actually have, this time I'm going to do a different color. Let's say I actually have log, let's actually I have log of log 3 27. This equals to 3. Now if I were to convert this one into exponential form, so this is totally in logarithm format, we want to convert it into exponential form, or exponent form in short, then how would it be? Pause the video and try to figure this out. Well, basically this is the exponent, right? So, and this is basically the original initial value. So this will basically become, 3 cubed, 3 to the power 3, equals 27. And you can use a calculator to figure it out. 3 times, sorry, not 3 times, 3 to the power 3, or 3 cubed, equals 27. So basically log is quite useful for every single thing. Now, this does not end here. As you probably would have noticed that logarithms are kind of similar to exponents. However, there are a lot of things that you need to know about logarithms because there are basic logarithm rules. And let's actually cover up the logarithm rules. I'm just going to change the screen a bit. Here we go. So the first number 1 of the logarithm rule is and I actually have to involve some algebraic terms for this one. So this basically has to be, so the first logarithm rule is log A plus log B equals log AB, or A times B. Now, as an example, let's say actually have log of 2 plus log of 6. What will this become? Basically, what will actually happen is you don't really need to use a calculator to figure this out. You just actually need to understand what will be the value of this one. Like I said, exponents and logarithms are closely related. They're more like cousins, sort of, but they follow a bit different format, but they still follow sort of the same rules. For example, let's say I have x squared plus x x to the power 6. This will basically become, oh no, sorry, I didn't really mean that, sorry. Let's say actually I have x squared times x to the power 6. This will basically be equal to x 2 plus 6, which actually is equal to x to the power 8. However, in this scenario here, the answer has to be in log format. Just to say, the answer has to be in log format, but there is a difference. The log 2 and log 6, they have to multiply. Because there's an addition here, it has to multiply. So this has to be log of 2 times 6. It's sort of the reverse of the exponents thing, basically. And this will basically be equal to log of 12. Easy. Now let's actually go over to our second rule. And this involves subtraction as well. Let's say I have let's actually have log of 15 minus log of 3. What will this become? Now this is a bit different because this one involves subtraction. As you probably would have noticed, let's say actually I'm going to use the same example right here. So let's actually have x to the power 8 divided by x squared. What will this become? Well, basically you can see here this one will be equal to 8 minus 2. For the exponential form, if only for talking about exponents, I mean, if there was a value over here, that would definitely be divided. But for these two, for the exponents, they have to be subtracting. Just like for multiplication, these two will add. For division, these two will subtract. So this will basically become x to the power 8 minus 2, which is equal to x to the power 6. Now, using this kind of terminology, pause this video and try to figure out what will this answer be. And the answer has to be log something. Pause this video and try to figure this out. Well, it's quite easy. So basically this will become 15 divided by 3. So I'm just going to write this one here. This will become 15. Sorry, I'll just do this differently. This will be 15 divided by 3. Log of 15 divided by 3, which is equal to log of 5. And just as a quick calculation, you could actually try to figure this out. Log of 3 plus log of 5 will be equal to log of 15. And that is how, and those are the two basic rules. Now, there is a third rule. I'm going to use the purple color here. Oops. This was not supposed to happen. There is, however, a different rule here. So let's say this is the third rule. Let's say I actually have 2 log of, so basically this is 2 times log 12. What will, now in order to convert this thing into something like log is equal log of some number, we have to write it in logarithm format. What will this become? So basically this one will actually become, so because we actually have this 2 over here, we could put the 2 right here. I'm going to put the 2 right here to become 12 squared. So this will become log 12 squared. So it's log of 12 squared. I'll actually put this in brackets just to make it simple. And this one will be equal to log of 12 squared. 12 squared is 144. So this will become log of 144. Now, this one is very, very simple. Now, if we were to convert, alright, let me actually give you another example. Let's say, this actually is completely different. Let's say I actually have 1 over a times log of b. What will this become? Pause this video and try to figure this out. Well, like I said, I'm going to put the 1 over a, this whole thing, as an exponent. We'll actually put it right over here. So this will become log of, I'll just put this in brackets again, b to the power of 1 over a. And possibly if in the question it would say like what is a for something, you could actually figure this out, but this is what it is. 1 over a times log of b is equal to log of b to the power 1 upon a. These are the 3 basic rules that you actually need to know, and this is a part 1 of logarithms. And yes, the reason why I'm saying this is because I'll be making 2 more videos on logarithms just to get the hang of it, because these are kind of a bit tricky to get your hands onto, but these are really, really useful. So I should probably tell you guys to please subscribe and turn on notifications, as I'll be posting new stuff as well. And yeah, so this is a part 1 of logarithms. In the next upcoming video, it will be a part 2. So please do sure to check it out. And hey, these logarithms, just like Minecraft logs, they're one of the basic terminologies of mathematics, and somehow could be useful for solving calculus, which I don't want to get to that point now.